I bought my daughter a diary for her birthday. What I found inside made me call 911. The diary was open on her bed when I walked in to grab her laundry basket. I wasn't trying to snoop, but the handwriting on the page wasn't hers. It was adult handwriting, neat and deliberate, filling the margins of her 10-year-old scribbles. My chest tightened as I picked it up. The entry was dated 3 days ago, and it started with the words, "Remember, this is our special secret. Don't tell Daddy." I stood frozen in my daughter's bedroom, holding this pink leather-bound thing she'd begged for at the bookstore, and felt my whole world tilt sideways. My daughter Lily had turned 10 2 weeks earlier. She wrote in the diary every night before bed, and I thought it was adorable. She'd shown me entries about her friends, her teacher, her hamster, normal kid stuff, but I'd never seen these pages near the back, hidden behind a folded piece of construction paper. Someone had been writing to my daughter inside her own diary, and she'd been writing back. The adult handwriting appeared at least a dozen times, always in blue ink, while Lily wrote in purple. The messages started small. "You're so mature for your age. I can tell you understand things other kids don't. You can trust me with anything." Then they got worse. "Here's a picture of the bracelet I got you. Wear it under your sleeve so no one asks questions." My hands started shaking so badly I almost dropped the diary. The next entry made my blood run cold. "Meet me by the back fence after school. I'll wait in the silver car." And then, in Lily's handwriting, written just yesterday, "I can't wait for our trip on Saturday. I packed my bag like you said and hid it in my closet." I tore open her closet door. Behind a pile of stuffed animals was a small purple backpack I'd never seen before. Inside, a change of clothes, her favorite stuffed bunny, 2 granola bars, and a photograph. The photograph showed a man in his 40s, smiling at the camera, standing in front of a classroom whiteboard. On the back, written in that same blue ink, "So you never forget what I look like. See you soon, sweetheart. Mr. Warren." I knew that name. Warren was the new music teacher at Lily's elementary school. He'd started in September. It was now November. My daughter had been getting groomed for 2 months while I worked late and missed dinner and thought everything was fine because she seemed happy. I photographed every single page of that diary, my hands trembling so hard I had to retake half of them. Then I called 911. The dispatcher told me to stay calm and not confront anyone. Police were on their way, but I couldn't stay calm. I went downstairs where Lily was watching cartoons and sat next to her on the couch. My voice cracked when I asked who Mr. Warren was to her. Her face changed instantly. The color drained right out of it. "Daddy, I'm not supposed to talk about him. He said you wouldn't understand special friendships." I pulled her into my arms so tight she squirmed. I asked if he'd ever touched her, ever hurt her. She shook her head and said no. He just talked to her, told her she was his favorite, said they were going somewhere really fun on Saturday where no one could bother them. Saturday was 2 days away. I held my daughter on that couch and felt rage building in my chest like nothing I'd ever experienced. This man had been inside her head for months. He'd made her keep secrets from me. He'd convinced her that isolation was love. The police arrived 15 minutes later. I showed them the diary, the backpack, the photograph. The detective's face went hard when he saw Warren's picture. They'd had complaints about this man before, nothing concrete enough to act on, until now. They asked Lily gentle questions while a child specialist sat with her. She didn't understand why everyone was so upset. She thought Warren was her friend. When they showed her a photo lineup, she pointed to him without hesitation and called him her special friend. I had to leave the room. I went to the bathroom and threw up until there was nothing left. They arrested Warren that night at his apartment. On his computer, forensics found conversations with 11 other children across 3 different school districts. The trip he'd planned with my daughter was a one-way bus ticket to a cabin 4 states away, registered under a fake name. His teaching credentials were forged. He'd done this before in 2 other states before moving here and starting fresh with a new identity. He's awaiting trial on 19 counts. Lily still doesn't fully understand what happened, but she's in therapy now, and she's getting better. She doesn't write in diaries anymore. She says she'd rather tell me things out loud so there's no room for secrets. I took a leave from work. I pick her up from school every single day now, and I never stop watching.